Well, here we are, guys. Day 2. Day mother fudgin' 2. What's up, Ash? Hugo? Playing a nice warm-up chaos shovel match before we get into the rancid gameplay. Yeah, we have to do it during degenerate hours. That's what I realized, because we started to win our matches way too easily. And I was like, no, this isn't gonna work. We need pain and suffering. Oh, where is Hugo? Luckily, everything is recorded as well. Just some nice Choi ASMR sleeping streams. Everyone's crashing out about getting no Mither. No one wants it. Yeah. Yo, what's up, Zigzag? Pig versus Ghosty. Yeah, we did one stream on it during like prime time, but the survivors were just too average. So it was actually making them look way better than they are. We had no choice but to postpone it. You just want Friday the 13th back. Don't we all? Haddonfield. Well, that's already unlucky, but at least I'm not the one who has no Mither, am I right? Okay. Oh, it was him. It had to be somebody. It always have to be somebody. This mode is so... And it's Blight on Haddonfield with a no Mither teammate. Holy, instantly lost the game before it even started. Oh, Blubber. I'm not gonna lie, I might go next on this one. This is like pink single player syndrome right here. And he's talking, oh my god. Vander, just accept it that it's over, brother. There's no way I'm gonna let this Blight get away with getting us at 5 gens. The urban evasion, I need you right now. Because if he sees me, it's over. Proxying her out, huh? You, my friend, are cringe. Hey, that could have been worse. I don't know how that worked out, how it did, but I'm not gonna complain about it. Oh my god, this character, bro. Nerf Ghoul right now. I refuse to play against the Blight when Ghoul is still in the game. Please God, nerf Ghoul. You saw it. Isn't this insane that Ghoul is allowed to exist when you have legit characters like this in the game, having to earn everything they do? Exactly. Couldn't even get there to try to take a hit. I was dead. You underestimate your capacity to hate two things. God, every time I see Blight bounce, I just have nothing but anger for Ghoul existing. I swear. Fortnite 2.0. I'm sure you guys have heard about the fucking Darth Vader thing going on right now, where everybody's talking about adding Darth Vader to Dead by Daylight. Darth Vader. Working on a gen. Your lightsaber. Shotgunning your teammates was great. I was pretty bummed when they got rid of that feature in like public matches. Yeah, I mean, what choice do I have, right? I just gotta stay alive long enough so that that guy who has no mither can get up. What the fuck? Oh wait, I never lose. Insane total there. Bro had every advantage in the universe that game, like holy shit. That's why you need the carrot and the stick, by the way. Anyone who says you just need the carrot or you just need the stick, it doesn't know what they're talking about. Let's see. I'm curious here what this guy's name actually is. What? His name is weird. Anyway, that was a horribly fun... The God catch-up was so much fun, yeah. What a fun game mode.
How do we get out of here?
Chili, be careful. If you're asking questions like that too loud, you might just disappear. Alright, so we were rolling with this. Let's try it out, I guess. I'm fairly certain that whatever gun is working on next, they're gonna try so hard to imitate the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Killer queues are going faster. Things are rancid, huh? This, oh, I see. This will be like the full roster to find out who the worst killer in the game is. I'm pretty sure. I think these are the 8 worst killers. Dude, I got 4 medkits and comp players in my first match here, so I can't wait. McMillan bone. Hey, what you did? Anyone run the McMillan? Gotta play on art because we gotta have McMillan. Gotta have McMillan and auto haven on. That's Father Campbell's. Well, this is gonna be savage. Bro was trying to get his helmet off early. I was an ace in a great suit, by the way. Someone's trying to get their helmet off upstairs, I think. Oh, she got it off. That was an odd choice. That was a great play, holy shit. I think he used an insta when he did that, so he used it and then he used an insta. That was pretty dirty right there. Picks up her med kit because it surely has an insta too, because when the diapers are this full, believe me that they are as full as you would ever imagine them being. They're 99ing as many gens as they can without popping them so they can get their helmets off. Like, tell me you're in a Swift without telling me you're in a Swift, bro. Does he make it to another resource? Yeah, he does. Straight to main. They probably called out all the locations of the helmets as well. I have to just assume my location's being called out 24/7 by these poopy diapers. And they will GG easy. This team has like no shame. I can taste it in the air. Free drop. I can pretty much commit to a chase with this guy at the moment. That doesn't hit? Yeah, what world does that not hit? I'm in a really good spot right here because she dies if they don't get, if Ace doesn't get his helmet off, basically. Like, Ace has to get his helmet off and trade. But even that is not bad for me because he's on death hook with no DS, so I know I can tunnel him. Remember dead R. Alright, so she has a DS. That's why she didn't use her dead hard yet. This is meta stacked full poopy diaper here. Alright, cut back to her now. We do have a little bit of a 3-gen back here. think it's been about a minute. Gonna reset. A lot of shift W you're gonna see now from like this point forward. A lot of shift W. They're gonna know they have to win the battle of the 3-gen. Alright, so my position's been called out. Alright, so now the shift W commences to run to the other side of the universe. He fucked up! He sandbagged him trying to take a body block for him. We commit to this, but we slug it out. Alright, everything hangs on this chase now. If we get ace, we win the game. He knows that. He's gonna try to take me to Killer Shack. I have to do what I can to make sure he doesn't get there. That could be disastrous. Thank God. Now I'm trying to make these like a build that works against the sweatiest full poopy divers out there in existence. So I have to assume basically everybody's always calling out my position 24/7. What? What is that all about? I'm superior. I might catch him because of that. Chances are, because they're all on comms, he was going for, ooh, never mind, we see him. Fucked up. They have an offering for Hatch. Of course they would. Adrenaliner. Actually, I should have played that a little bit differently to get the hit, but he might have just probably used that pallet, so... Yes, oh, this is the worst place to ever chase somebody on this map, by the way. You never want to chase someone here. They will literally waste 5 gens worth of your time. This killer shack connects to so many things, it's like... criminal. Haha, he abandoned so fast, little shitter. Yeah, that body block was rough. So here's a good breakdown, right? 3 insta heals and a styptic agent. So that's why I tell you guys that, like, at the highest level of play, not tournament level where you're not allowed to use this stuff, but actually at like the highest level of play in the game, if you don't have Franklin's Demise and you're not seeing this on your scoreboard at the end of every match, like you're not really playing against the full poopy diaper degenerate players, right? Also decisive strike, decisive strike, decisive strike, decisive strike, right? 4 DSs so that you can literally not tunnel somebody. 2 unbreakables. Everyone's got an exhaustion perk. Next update, Franklin's is getting nerfed now. I did predict that they would probably come for Franklin's Demise once they buff all the other items to equalize. They want maps and keys to be as strong as this. Like, that's their mindset for how strong survivors should be. But we locked in that match. I would say we locked in pretty hard. I don't know if we could have done that with Ghostface. We got a lot of slowdown from the helmets, like a significant amount of slowdown. Bum 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 ba-dum bum. Alrighty. I mean, you saw what they did to Knockout, right? Like, they could do something like that to Franklin's if they wanted to. Realistically, they could also just make it to where the item doesn't die on the ground and it just gets knocked out of their hand, so they can come back and pick it up later at any time. Like, if Franklin's picks up in the meta because people want to counter it, it'll get nerfed. That's how it works with killer stuff. Like, killer stuff that gets used gets nerfed. I don't really know why, but like survivor stuff just never gets nerfed unless it's breaking the game completely. That's like the only way that a survivor thing gets broken, or it gets nerfed. Which isn't like a biased opinion, it's just very observable. It's pretty shit. It has like it's one of those depreciating value things. Like the better the survivors are you're going against, the less chances you'll ever have to actually get a hit with the dash attack. There are some instances though where you can use the threat of the dash attack to trick them into trying to split away from a loop, because they're afraid they're gonna get hit with the dash, but you fake it and then you just follow up with an M1. So you can get like little bits of value out of it. And then every once in a while they'll try to play like a really bad loop with that, maybe if they're like in a corner or something, and you'll be able to get a hit with it there. Alright, but we are running out of sacrificials, which is not good. See if I can set it up in time. What's the one you want to use with Amanda's letter? There's one where you're like really fast in crouch mode, right? Yeah, I think it's that one. I don't know if I'll actually get Larry's though, because every survivor runs like a whatchamacallit at this. Yeah, the age of sack wars is coming to an end. Do I have a Larry's offering, or am I missing it? Oh, there it is. Alright, let's see if we can get any of this going. From sacks to shrouds, that's right. Dust collector. Let's go on Roo Dog. Any tips with the night? I mean, you could check out I have a few night matches on my channel where I play against like the best survivors, and I kind of try to. I have one that's like a night play-by-play where I think I like pause the video at certain parts of the match and I explain why I do certain things that I do. I think that's a pretty good video for kind of getting an idea of what you should be doing with night play-by-play. You just want to remember that Knight he's a macro heavy killer, so you want to try to learn a sort of like where all the different survivors are on the match at all times. Try to keep in your mind where they're at from the start and keep track of them. And you also want to remember that he's like, I would say like a 50% stealth killer as well. You'll notice that if I haven't really done it, but I would assume that if you watched Night mains, you'll see a lot of them play with a very like heavy stealth play style, using Town Watch Torch add-on. Pig is definitely cuter than Ghostface. Damn. I've seen some Ghostface cosplays, let me tell you. All right. I think like add-ons like this could honestly be base kit though. I don't really feel like they need to be add-ons, but that's just me. Mindbreaker and Franklin's coming in there. I wait till I get to the part of the match where people are Alright, we got eruption. Damn. They're probably healing over here, right? Yeah. When I feel like gens start popping, that's when I'll use my helmets, but I'm not too concerned with it right now. This is... Probably should have waited to do that. Yeah, so now I'll start putting helmets on when I down people. I'm gonna go for an instant heal. She put herself in a bad spot here. I should take advantage. Okay, these guys aren't too impressive. Yeah, I think we should be okay here. I mean, what kind of desperation am I even looking at here? This kind of reminds me of something I wanted to talk to you guys about with some of the Ghostface research I did since the last stream. Guy's probably gonna go straight for a thing, right? Yeah, I figured he would. I'm not chasing you. Why do you think you're getting chased? Come on back. Come on back, Elise. Elise, where are you going? Rage quit. Dash someone. Go for it. Haha, the teabag. Free drops it, right? No, see, a good survivor would never let you do that. Actually, okay, that was an interesting strat. It worked out. I can teabag too, though, Meg. I don't know if you realize that. Yeah. You gotta be careful who you decide to double dip on. This is like worse than jump scare buyers, huh? Holy shit. We won't be able to do this soon. What the fuck? That's a strategy. Oh no! Why is the bot out here just hiding in a fucking random ass corner? Was that the bot or was that her? I'm so lost. That was her. I thought that was Tori. Dead art is another reason, as you can see, why going for dash attacks doesn't really work too well at this like rank. And Franklin's. It's kind of wild that none of these guys are dead yet, though. Yeah, the Nerf's artist add-ons didn't go through, right? Alright, Meg, you really feel like you've got something that you're proud of. Is it that you 99 your sprint burst? Let's see what she does with it. Ooh, Shift W'd. Yeah. I have bloodlust. Bro, I was gonna call it brutal strength. No, 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 no. Artist is supposedly saved. I don't know if any of her like. We got to see what the patch notes are, what's going through and what isn't going through, but they said that the changes to her add-ons weren't going to go through, so... Where are you guys? Scratch marks. Think she saw me there? Oh wait, 8 as a bot. I forgot she wrote to it too. Yeah, I agree. We need to nerf Ghoul. I think it's kind of ridiculous that he has a power. Or maybe every time he uses his his mobility power, gen should automatically pop. He could balance it that way. Or if they want to be really, really fair about it, they could make it to where every time Ghoul gets nerfed, Blight gets buffed. Insta-heal, brand new part, insta-heal. But Franklin's demise. Suck it. Those were Ranger medkits too, man. They weren't playing around. Alrighty. Alright, so let's try this build again, but this time I'll let the survivors choose the map. We'll see what happens. Obviously, it could be a lot more scary, but I'm curious. Gotta up the challenge. McMillan's it is. You need to lose it, I don't think it's OP. It's a catch-22. You either lose on purpose so they don't nerf the perk, or you use the perk so that, and then it gets nerfed anyway. Can't win. Damn, I didn't see that sacrificial there. Yeah, it's pretty wild to win with letter on that map. Like, you pretty much don't have any stealth on Ormond. There's like no line of sight breakers at all. I think Pig definitely has better add-ons than Ghostface. I think Ghostface, it's more like a little bit more specific what you need to be picking. Like, you don't have too many options from like a meta perspective. It's like driver's license, wallet, camera, and drop leg, right? Like, so he's got like 4. Blot survivals were shit dog, yeah. If you had to P100 any survivor in the game, who would I choose that you do it with? I think maybe Nick Cage. I don't think we have enough like Nick Cage mains out there. I feel lonely. Even though I'm a mutton main. Or you could do the Bard. You could really go crazy. I don't think anyone's ever touched that character. Fucking bardic inspiration your way to P100. Pig winning? Not quite yet. If she wins this match, then she'll be in the lead. But if she loses this match, then they'll be tied. Yeah, the item color change is definitely a bit of a mind fuck. Still. True. Alright, so we don't have crazy good stealth on this, but we will see what we can do. Alright, so we just took 2 of their items right out of the gate. She just used an insta heal. Can we get her? No. We gotta leave it. But best part is I know you guys have to get past me, so I can pretty much just do whatever the fuck I want.
Rukia_Deathfang just betrayed their entire community.
Appreciate it for betraying your community, brother. Bringing them all in here to our rancid pig stream. My god, she's like the Steve Ghoul. Oh, balance. This person has got their meta efficiency, don't they? Oh no, the bot knows. I heard like a thing laugh. Yeah, the one girl was really upset that I knocked that map out of her hand. She was trying to do something. Maybe just destroy totems or some shit for like an archive. And then like she got like really pissed off when she realized she wasn't gonna be able to do it. I'm brutal, you know. I have brutal, you know. Just... I mean, nothing for vaulting though, so that's gonna hurt a little bit. That's God palette. What in what universe did you just vault that at a fast rate? Oh yeah, why wouldn't that stun me? Bro, it was like literally actually a little sus. Not gonna lie, this person's actually a little sus. Jesus, my fucking game exploded there. What's their ping? 72, maybe. Maybe that's why. You think it's overrated? I think that it does what it needs to do. Like it makes enough of a difference that when you break the pallet, you can zone them if they're in a like a semi-dead zone. I'm gonna have to try this build. The Amanda Slitter pig build. No. He Kobe'd. How mean. Kate is there. Let's give the Jeff a chance. Let's chase Kate. Alright, will the bot know? Will not. If I were Jeff, I would have ran this way probably. Just try to get out of this area completely. This is a pretty rough thing to be dealing with though. Boy, he's in the basement, guys. What do we do? Do we kill him, or what do you think? Does Jeff die here? He didn't boop the snoot. I don't know. I feel like we might have to murder this guy. So Kate she was a self-care Kate. A little bit of botany knowledge. I think Rose was really the only tryhard there. Thing kind of confused me a little bit, but yeah. Nerf pig buff Blight. I think so. Alright, so now Pig is in the lead. As we go back to Ghostface. What did we leave off with Ghostface? You know what we can do is instead of running this skin, we can run his pay to win skin. This makes it to where he makes less noise, I believe. I think it's just the main body part that matters, but I'm mixing it up a little bit. We're gonna go with that, and we'll try driver's license. You think Ghosty is F tier? Whenever I want to play Ghostface, I want to not play the game anymore. I can 3 if not 4K, but it's a major pain to get it. I think driver's license probably is his best add-on, yeah. So like the this will be like the overarching thing to kind of decide who's the worst killer. You think it's drop like knife that's the best add-on? It's definitely a good one. I don't think you could say anything bad about it. It's definitely good. What's his face? The guy you guys told me to look up, the Ghostface player. I forget his name again, but he uses driver's license and Olsen's wallet. So I feel like if he's really the, you know, the peak Ghostface player out there, then he's got to be onto something with a lot of hours spent testing all the different add-ons. The hardest adept for any killer for any I mean, I don't know if there is like a specific killer that's gonna be like impossibly difficult or anything, because it all kind of just comes down to tunneling the shit out of like one person probably, and then like in the end you can virtually do it with any killer as long as you get survivors that aren't too overwhelming. Pick their best add-ons. Hardest adept, you say? I think I know which would be the hardest for me, but that's only just because there's certain killers I literally never touch. SK? No, it wasn't SK. Deathfang, by the way, hope you had a good stream. Much appreciated again for the raid. Isn't Skull Mommy the worst? It's possible. We're gonna have Skull Merchant going up against Trapper in the first round of the Worst Killer series, so I don't know what a good margin is. Maybe like 12 matches each. Her power doesn't do anything. That's crazy, right? No, I decided that I didn't think Hag belonged in the bottom 8. She was in it originally. I had Demogorgon versus Dredge, and then I thought, no, I think Demogorgon might actually be worse than Hag. Like, Demogorgon is so power corrupt, especially his, like, mobility. Just, I mean, any killer that has setup time now is gonna be in a horrific spot. That's true. We're gonna have the Gamma update. No, I don't think we're gonna get there in time. So we're gonna be playing Dredge with the Gamma update, which is even probably better, right? And if Ghostface is still in the tournament by then, like we'll see what it's like playing him with it as well. This is Ghostface's best map, by the way. Alright, so I'm not 100% sure what Kate that is, but you may have just called out that we're playing Ghostface. Bro was completely lost. No way! Oh. That was the most disgusting background player bullshit I've seen in a while. Your flashlight's gone. All that setup time lost. Yeah. Now we're in an unfavorable chase here. That was a crazy blind. Oh, absolutely crazy. Oh man. She put her item down so she knows. What she doesn't know is that I don't just have weave, I have fucking Lithe, of course. Maybe Mindbreaker is an option, huh? Bro, how did you not get slowed down from that window vault? Like, literally at all. He went down in the basement and still managed to, like, keep speed. You're fucking nuts. I've realized that Ghostface is very slug heavy, though. Because he just, like, doesn't have the time to make up for it. Like, they're all injured, so I don't really need to worry about 99ing them too much right now. Because they're just trying to, like, Hail Mary it. He's going for the base, or for the unhook. I see the scratch marks. And that guy's still on a gen all the way down there, so we pretty much can just commit to this for free. You gonna trade, or what's the deal? You're not trading, okay. I don't really agree with that decision. They're calling it out constantly. Kind of have to win the match here, pretty much. I had to do it, you know. I don't think he did have voice lines. They juiced gens too hard and they didn't heal, and I took advantage of it. So if you're wondering why that happened. The one loss we have on Ghostface, we were on Swamp and we got like, I can't even describe to you guys the gen rush. Like, it was insane. The match was over so fast, I barely felt like it even had started. – Congrats, Google. But why did he call me she? He said sit next to Hook so she can't get anti-cam. Yeah, it's true. The slug was being pretty dumb. I mean, sometimes you just gotta accept that, like, someone's gonna die and just juice a gen. I mean, they could have easily traded, but the A screwed it up because he got injured and then didn't trade. So it was like mostly the Ace's fault, in my opinion. He could have easily traded, he just didn't do it. And then yeah. But that flashlight blind at the beginning was dirty as fuck. Personally, I don't think Pig or Ghostface will be the worst killers in the game. I think there's a good chance that Trapper and Skull Merchant are the two worst, so we'll see if that turns out to be true. But Trickster could be potentially the worst killer in the game. A philosophical question. Okay, Speedy. What's going on here? Chat build request from Jaeger. You have a specific killer in mind. I actually don't think that Myers is bad. I think that if you just play him normally and use like his stock add-ons, he's actually pretty decent. Choose? Okay, well then we'll do it for Ghosty. Alright, so we're gonna do a real challenge here then. Like, alright, so you guys have to give me a Ghostface build. Everybody could choose one perk or one add-on or an offering, but you could only choose one and it's first come, first serve. Alright, we got a discordance. Alright. I would. Coup. And play with your food are the first four. Okay. And add-ons. Harambe halftime? Always. Drop leg. Chewed pen. Why would you even know that by name? Okay. And we could still do an offering. At least try. Dense fog, huh? If only you would have said Midwich 2 seconds earlier. This is gonna be rough, I think. I mean, it's not a terrible build, but it doesn't have a lot of the things that I think you need. So. We'll see if we have a rough time. Maybe we can bring it back with no ed at the end. Discordance is just a useless perk. Let's hope. The survivors are a little bit dumber. They group up. Are any of these like add-ons for Nemesis that increase like the zombies detection range good? They actually like do anything? They're trash, huh? Brenda versus Sonico from Scary Movie. They're making a new Scary Movie, and it's the Wayans brothers making it again, so it has a lot of potential, I think. They had such a stupid ass movie. What was it called? It was like don't be a menace in the hood while drinking your apple juice and wearing like bunny slippers or something like that. It was like a really long stupid name. That was a really funny movie. Got Bernie Mac in it. Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. Is that what it was called? What's up, Tundra? Appreciated, right? Does he actually have like a different animation, honk? Oh, there's the you guys called the keys. Holy god. The diapers have been fulfilled. The destiny was proven to be true. A Scary Movie like thing would be funny. You called it, dude. Big time. It's Gas Haven too. Oh no. Guaranteed insta loss. We'll have to do a chat build with Pig now to like make it fair. You know these guys aren't grouping up on anything. He said he called it out. He's like, bro, get to the window. You gotta break him out. Oh boy. He's going around the front. He's going around the front. Called it out again. Oh man, we're getting ego tripped here big time, guys. I should honestly DC. These guys are literally gonna fucking cream themselves to bully me. They know this team knows 100% that there's nothing I can do to win this game. Like, actually. And you can taste that in their gameplay right now. This person's gonna purposely just play super arrogant. I think you can go down under a pallet. There's the one. I just got like 32 stacks of coup de grace in 1 second. Oh, he called out coup as well. Oh my god, these guys are so fucking annoyingly stupid. I wonder how it is to not have a father. There's nothing I can do, guys. He's just too shitty of a killer, and they're gonna ego trip. It's always interesting how these sweaty 4-stacks seem to come out more when you play a shit killer, though. You know what I mean? I always found that a bit interesting. Like, I could play Knight like 70 games in a row and not play against this, but the second I pick Ghostface, all of a sudden I get matched up against him instantly. M1 killers are fun and well designed. Last guy's probably on a gen, so I'm just gonna go for it. I almost fucked up, but he'll get there in time, I think. She's gonna heal him, and then she's gonna fake the dead hard. Get ready. Never mind, she had made for this and we're gonna live forever. She had made for this and we're gonna live forever. Just in case, you know. Need to break this for endgame. No audio on that at all. I got like slowed down by something there. Annoying. No, it's not gonna last long. It's already called it out, I'm sure. I don't have brutal strength. No Ed's going. Flashbang again with no audio, by the way. He fucked up. But she has dead hard, don't worry. Yeah. So a quick check, make sure Ronaldo's not here. Alright. I'm zooming. He's up. Oh, I don't want to go that way. The comms are going so hard now, they're calling everything out. It's crazy. Hey, he's up. I'm gonna take the draw. Ah. I have to hook this guy closer than I want to. Look, is that a good idea? I don't know. I can't let them heal. I have to be very aware of what they're doing. Because they're gonna want to heal and come in for the trade. Maybe I should have sacrificed Noed. I think that would have been a guaranteed 2k. They both healed. I think those were instas as well, because they healed by like simultaneously. Alright, well, we'll see what we can do. It is a pretty far run they have to make. At least we got the annoying shitter though, either way. What are we doing? These matches, by the way, they're way sweatier than actual competitive tournament matches. So we opened that. I haven't hooked these guys from what I remember. Can he get that angle? I don't think so. Shitters should have just given it up when he had the chance. They were so greedy they wanted to heal for to get him out. No way did you just play that. I mean, that's it. Oh, he fucked up though. He should have went for the heal on the other guy. Oh, but he knew he had Unbreakable. Wow. This is some next level sweaty bullshit you little shitters have going on here. $2K, huh? Enjoy it. That dead hard play from Tap was disgusting, bro. Holy meta. They even had the hatch play there. Holy god. Totally lose a hot easy 5 gens. You lost. You lost. Wreck. Somebody's ego got hurt. That's all that matters in the end, little bitch. Alright, let's see here. So what does he say in Russian? He just basically bashed his keyboard with there was nothing said. He's just very, very salty. Imagine having the audacity to complain about anything a killer does when you run this. God, nah, like holy shit. The IQ of a fucking like squirrel, and that's an insult to squirrels everywhere. Uninstall. It's true, they almost lost that game twice. Like if they didn't have literally like 10 stacks of armor, they would have lost that match. You think that dead hard was obvious? I think that was probably one of the most unpredictable dead hards I've ever seen in my life. The bro was standing still 1 inch away from the exit gate. Like he was standing still and somehow managed to get into a sprint to dead hard at the last millisecond. Like that was a crazy ass dead hard. Well, we'll do it with Pig as well when we get back to her. We'll do a chat one and see if she can overcome it. It's not gonna be easy. That's a yeah. But she might not get as unlucky as he did. That was really unlucky. All right, let's go back to our build, see how it goes. Still a draw, yeah. It's a little painful because it was so close to being a win twice. Like, we were right there, but man, like, there's just nothing you can do when they have that much armor. Like, there's actually nothing you do. You can't hit them and you can't wait them out. Like, you quite literally, because like their armor leads into more armor, you know what I mean? They have to, every time they touch a teammate, they get another 10 seconds of invulnerability that I can't do anything about. Oh yeah, true. I should have marked it as a draw. That's a good call. That is a good call. That was a disgusting amount of second chances. Noed helped us quite a bit there at the end too. I can't take anything away from it. Franklin's obviously would have helped me a bit, and Superior would have helped me a bit, but I'm not sure about what else. I think Noed was pretty clutch. And the play with your food, I actually got some stacks randomly that helped out at certain times. I could just really tell you when, but it did happen. Dead or nerfed? It's a survivor perk. We don't nerf, so like survivor perk nerfs are just like, they basically just create a new meta perk. Something like horrible has to be happening for a survivor perk to even be nerfed in the first place. Like it literally has to be like an apocalyptic level of broken for that to happen. I agree, Aaron. I think the only exception to that is when you're playing somebody like Hillbilly or Leatherface that needs the window block, or if you're playing like Legion or Wesker and you can vault the window by a different means to get the bamboozle effect. I'd say what the detective tap did at the end was a skillful play, but the fact that he unhooks a guy who gets base kit borrowed time, so I can't touch him, and then we get another guy who saved his unbreakable till the end there, like it's too, like the currency system would have destroyed those guys. I think they were crutching pretty hard in the end. I've seen better players, like they weren't doing that great against Ghostface. They were just beyond crutching, and then that guy got really fucking salty when he died to you, which makes me feel super good. I don't think that's ever happened, that a survivor perk's got the knockout treatment. I don't think you could tell, like, say one time or that's ever happened. I think the biggest, like, survivor perk nerf I've seen in a very long time was Distortion, which I unironically tried to defend Distortion and said that, like, because I knew it was gonna get nerfed and because it did too much, but like I also said that they shouldn't make it about chases, because if they make it about chases, it's gonna hurt a lot of like players that are already kind of bad at the game. So like you need to make it about doing gens. Well, yeah, the only like survivor perk I tried to defend, they actually did kind of, I wouldn't say they killed Distortion, but it's noticeably more nerfed than most survivor perks get. I might be able to get a grab here. I'm not gonna go over that guy with Bardic. I have too much respect for it. Yeah. I like just played Alan Wake and I couldn't tell you what this girl's name was. I like totally forgot. Was that something Anderson? Oh, she's giving up, bro. Just quitting. They're not gonna let her though. I saw that person beelining it. This is for the DS you're about to hit me with. All right. She gets a god pallet here. Oh. Hey, gens, we gonna lose, huh? This is DS. DS into Dead Hard, actually. And now she makes it to another god palette. This person wanted to give up on Hook, by the way. Now she's like won the game for her entire team. Perfect body block. She baited the tunnel. I don't think she baited it. I just think that like she got pissy that I was trying to kill her, and then she had a really good chase because Ghostface is a shit killer. You smell a Harambe? We are getting there. A halftime Harambe show. Wonder if this is already like endgame. Gens do be genning, man. Like you can fuck around. One bad chase is killer. Game over. Easy game over situation. Lit he. What's the play exactly? Oh my god. I just could not get it. She's playing Bardic again. Do 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 do. Typically, you should wait till you're like the last one left before you do that, though. What was that bait? Why would you bait that? That was a crazy bait. Harambe halftime. There we go. Yeah, I believe she ran the same way. Really?
Get off the game, go to the bathroom, and take a shit. Now. Hey. Bathroom and shit now. Go to the bathroom and take a shit. I can smell you. Get off.
Hey,
go to the bathroom.
Get out.
Go to the bathroom. I can smell you shitting yourself. Get up and go to the bathroom. Now.
No.
Get up and go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom. You're shitting yourself.
Not
God, that bot didn't just lock her DS me.
You're shitting yourself.
Not yet. No.
I will rip everything apart. I swear to God. Go to the bathroom. You're shitting yourself.
Not yet.
You're shitting yourself. Poop is coming out of your fucking asshole. Go to the bathroom.
Where did that girl crawl to?
Not yet. No.
Go to the goddamn bathroom.
Not yet.
I always hate when the game makes me look stupid when I try to more and I just swing my knife. Yeah, it really is annoying. Saga, that was what it was. Saga Anderson. The magic invisible camera bug. Alrighty. So we walked away with. Now we're gonna do some Harambe halftime. Let's go. Oh man, I would have loved to Harambe that team. Holy shit. What the hell is Saga Anderson? It's the main character of Alan Cake 30, the Cakening. You want a Harambe only stream? Tell you what, guys, if we ever hit the sub goal on Twitch and on YouTube, so the edgelords and the cringelords both make it, we could do a Harambe only stream as a celebration each time. Harambe charity stream? That would raise some eyebrows. Losses on pig, surprisingly. We're gonna have a pretty rough challenge match coming up though. That's true. Luck is an outdated mechanic. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Like, luck should only influence like what items you get out of chests and stuff. Anything else is really silly. Maybe the frequency of skill checks as well could do. It's basically dumpster awakened awareness. This is true. I still feel like there needs to be a quality of life update to Scorch Hooks. The fact that you could just get a match where all of your Scorch Hooks spawn in the corner of the universe is like complete bullshit. Which one of these players is about to get it, huh? Who will be the honorary participant in our Harambe Edge? Take a closer look. The contestants stepping up to the plate. I don't think it's just that like anything True uses gets nerfed. I think it's more like he finds like, you know, good setups, and then those setups themselves are actually, since they're good, get nerfed. All you really got to do is like say something hurts solo queue, and it's pretty much guaranteed to be dead within like 15 seconds. If anything is found to be harming the innocent solo queue players of Dead by Daylight, it is literally game over. I think they probably spawned upstairs with that. With this spawn. Could be wrong. I guess they spawned at the other end. Shit. I hate when I spawn in the middle of the maps. It's so annoying. I think that they said that wouldn't happen anymore after the next update. Like the killer won't spawn in the center of the maps anymore. Big ship W. I think that was a sprint burst. Ooh, somebody's pre-dropping. The hell's up with this Sable's, like, the fuck? I don't know what just happened there. That was weird. Over the window, let's hit her. They must have 3 gens done. This team ain't fucking. What? They ain't fucking. No, the tantrum, like, it was one thing. It was Sable's speed that I meant was weird. Caught me off guard. That's 3 gens, but you know what? Didn't you get away, huh? I don't like you, Quentin. I don't like how you play with me. Little bastard. They're playing with fire, Quentin! And my Harambe. Yeah, this team was definitely ready to pre-drop up and down the block. What the fuck? Wait, what? What the fuck was that? What kind of tech? Okay. I've never seen anything like that before, to be honest. Ah, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. Get on the ground. Could actually goaded. The one button does everything the game, Dead by Daylight. Fun fact, Harambe's species scientific name is, and I'm not kidding you, gorilla. 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 I should have been one dim, I guess.
41 Super Cringe $5. Fun fact, Harambe's species scientific name is. I'm not kidding you. Gorilla, gorilla, gorilla.
Will Harambe be defeated today, guys? Was this squad ready? She doesn't have to crawl far. One good trade, a mate for this, and it's over. one chance to carry her, like, away. He's crawling. Look at her. She has a pallet here that she can work with. They're gonna make a play. They are gonna make a play. He fucked it up. You sacrificed yourself, Dwight. GG's to the Harambe. Close. A real challenge that time. But I learned how to counter things. I won't make the same mistake twice. Their egos are damaged by the Harambe. That's what it is. Well, 90% of your builds are completely countered by the power of Harambe just instantly. Underestimate the level of pissiness these people bring into their matches. All right, it is time for a chat pig build. Insidious and Lightborn. Holy shit, you guys are going savagely pissy with this one. Oh my god. Why is Insidious even still in the game? During. All right. So now we need 2 add-ons. Do we have any add-ons yet? Syringe. Tampered we have. Okay. Is there a syringe? There it is. Okay. The worst add-on you could think of is... Alright, all we have left is an offering. Ormond, oh my fucking god. What the fuck? You guys really just want Pig to like Giga lose the game, huh? We have literally lost this match in the pregame, like, no joke. You think it all went downhill with Insidious? Can we name shame? Ghostface, I would say, had a pretty, like, at least somewhat reasonable perks, even if the synergy wasn't there. Somebody wants Ghostface to win, okay, it's very clear. Someone said Shattered Hope. I think it was, who was it that said Shattered Hope? We just got lucky. It was pure trash. So I missed the Shattered Hope, but I got hit with the Ornament on the back end on the rebound. You dodging me? Yeah. I load into 2v8 with this build. You're like, no, dog. No, not today. I think Insidious was probably the meanest, like, perk you could have given me. Unironically, Shattered Hope would have been more valuable than Insidious. Insidious on Pig is why your father never came back from the store. Do you think distressing because it's detrimental? I don't know. I think that like, since she has like on command stealth, she may have been able to use like distressing to trick people a little bit. Maybe throw them off guard. Worst perk is the basement aura one. I don't think they'll ever change Insidious. I think they'll always leave it how it is for just basically like the cheesiest meme builds out there. Territorial Imperative OP. I think Territorial Imperative should make it to where you're like hindered when you leave the basement or something too. Like hindered for 1 minute. It's fun if it works. I think I'd have a better chance of getting value on Unknown, but the problem is like when all your killers are like peak MMR, nobody's really stopping to play around. Like the gens are just gonna get obliterated. Hell, we might have a solo queue team at the very least. I think Ormond is GG for pretty much like any killer that isn't like aggressively high tier or very, very mobile. because there's like no way to hide your location. Enormous time wasters. You have to look for a really mean way to win, like as fast as possible. You either need to like hard tunnel somebody and hope to God they don't have any anti-tunnel, or you need to get somebody like hooked in the basement or something. I see a key and I see someone who I know is a solo queue player. The Fung is probably the target here, like a player with a key, most likely solo queue, usually gonna be a pretty easy mark. I don't know if I have ever played against an invocation person outside of Chaos Shuffle. Ah, true, would be good for like artists, right? People want them to add like a audio cue, like a crunchy sound effect when you get a like a snipe with artist, or a down, I should say, or maybe an injure too. I could see it. Wait, we got the lake mine. That's already a step up. It's not as shit as a normal Ormond. Alright, Fung, you're my mark. There is a pallet here. I think she gets it. So another person back here, so we're getting good pressure just by existing right now. Alright, we have Lightborn, we have zero fear of anything in our lives because of that. Just staying pretty close to like tryhardy areas, that Fung. Where are they? Am I like dumb? So they're really going to like the far end, huh? Alright, they're probably gonna assume I'm gonna be tunneling that guy for a minute. The Fung is not the easy mark I was hoping, but... Solo queue Neo, this could be a pretty feisty player here. Can I just like... Yeah, there we go. That was actually one of the very rare cornered spots I was talking about. Alright, Bill got his helmet off and he healed. May have been an insta. Gotta keep an eye out for where I'm. I don't know why she didn't go to that pallet there. Maybe balanced? She drops, wants to... No, she gives it to me. Same mistake as the last girl. Too bad no one has a flashlight in here. Alright, his helmet's active. Alright, Bill. I think it's time to get rid of you, don't you think? I think he can maybe see me through there. Should try. Yeah. He had flip-flop? No way you had flip-flop and power. No, that was Fung. With an active trap on her head, waited for that. I hope it was worth it. That was a crazy play. This Fung, like, turned out to be the biggest tryhard I've ever seen in my entire life, by the way. Is she like trying to finish the gen as well? That would be nuts. He fucked up the skill chat. And from above. Can I get this guy to a hook? I've like never downed somebody down there. Doesn't look like it. I'm gonna have to drop him. That's pretty good design. Is she dead? Yeah, she probably shouldn't have waited around to fucking get that pallet save, I guess. Fucking gutter Dead by Daylight. I always miss the days when people actually had to play out the match to the end. She was over here somewhere, right? Because she was like fucking blowing it up on... She waited a really long time to save Bill. Her body just fucking falls onto the map. Okay. I would wait it around just long enough for us to see it before it just disintegrated. You gotta respect it, I guess. That was some next level dedication. Does the bot know where the hatch is gonna spawn? Well, we did it, I guess. Tampered timer for the win, I suppose. That's definitely gonna be the W of this build. I don't think I got value out of anything else. Going down here because you know you can't be hooked, you filthy tryhard. How did they lose? Well, so, like, yeah, I had a absolutely horrific build, but I mean, their builds were fucking sweaty. Like, I'm not gonna take that away from them. It's just, they weren't as swift. That's the difference. And that Fung definitely got way too arrogant, and she did also get somewhat unlucky too, because she probably got like one survivor out of the 4 is guaranteed to get the shit RNG now. So she got the shit RNG, I'm guessing, and she waited around for that pallet save. So like in that sense, she was super unlucky. You guys will have to do better than that, you bastards. Alright, so... Aaron and Zeke, you both put a chat build request in. Do you want me to keep doing these? Which suffer absolutely. Let's see if I can get it open. Gun and Ilphonic confirmed to be working together on a new Friday the 13th game? What? Is that real? Or is that just bullshit?
Hi guys.
Hold on, guys. Gotta get a nice juicy ad in there while we do it. In the meantime,
What the fuck is that?
ooh, we got a pig bill.
Fuck, is that a fucking cat?
Sir John, much appreciated for the $9.99 pig build.
Weird looking fucking cat.
Let's do
Sir
it.
John Super Cringe $9.99. Pig with alien instinct, leverage, nowhere, trail of torment. Add-ons, workshop, grease, and last will.
Alright. Alien instinct. Leverage. Trail. And leverage. Oh, I have leverage? What am I missing? Nowhere. Not too familiar with these add-ons. Oh, are they both dash attack add-ons? Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's see what this is, because now I'm a little horrified. Yeah, that does sound like a funny idea. Because you know Geralt could kill a lot of the killer roster for sure. You already have it planned? Great.
A third game.
Oh boy, do we have...
We just started a third game.
Oh boy, do we have quite the topic to talk about today. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, a brand new interview just came out from a channel called...
I guess I can say this. 2 weeks ago, or maybe 3 weeks ago now.
This is Kane Otter, by the way. This is
a third game.
This is the guy who plays
we're not
Jason.
at liberty to talk about it yet, but wait till you hear what it is. And you know, and it's the same company all 3 times, which I love working with these guys. It's Gun Interactive, and Bill Phonic also was involved in the Friday one and this new one. And I love doing the motion capture.
That is very, very.
What do you guys think? Do you think? DCM, if you let us listen and not show. Oh, I don't think it matters much. Everyone's pretty chill that I'm aware of. But okay, so Kane Hodder doesn't just do. They could be making an original game. What is that offering? They could be doing an original game. They could be doing Friday the 13th Part 2. That's also possible that they make another Friday game. Or potentially they're making a Hatchet game. That could be another option, because I think Hatchet would be a pretty easy license for them to get. Or maybe they just are going to make something straight up original with Kane Hodder. But yeah, the thing is that if like Kane Hodder is hyping it as to like something everyone's going to be like super interested in, then that makes me think license, right? And I think Gun already confirmed that their next game is also going to be a licensed game. So I don't think Hatchet would get like a ton of hype. But Kane Hodder's a big dude, so like if he's like doing the mocap for the killer again, then chances are it is going to be Friday. For the love, much appreciated for growing some muttons. Do I still have my like things set up that I can like do this? I mean, kinda. I could do it like that, like super hobo.
Very interesting, and man.
Okay, but anyway, we wanted to do Mint Skull, right? Let's watch some Mint Skull.
The maps in
Wix.
Like, we're gonna have enough time for about like 2 more matches, so we'll do this match and then we'll do the chat build.
The Witcher is coming as a legendary survivor in
Match
Dead
making
by
times are getting
Daylight,
kind of rough.
and as another addition to survivors that had to be nerfed by the entity.
Okay, so
Starting
easy
with
stomp.
the first category of killers,
I
we
should
have
always
the
like
easy
as.
Stomp 1. Geralt would absolutely accept their contracts and get the coin with barely any scratch. The poster boy of Dead by Daylight, the Trapper, wouldn't even be a challenge for him. The Trapper is just a strong man who can be taken down with a steel sword, and the bear traps are not even a problem for the Witcher, as his Witcher senses will reveal their location and prevent Geralt from stepping on them.
Damn, Geralt uses fucking reshade? What a nerd.
The Hillbilly is yet another strong man, only this time he has a chainsaw and is very fast. However, a chainsaw is nothing for the Witcher, as his insanely fast reflexes will allow him to dodge every single attack Hillbilly does.
I don't think the Witcher can kill Vecna.
The Wraith is a bit more interesting than the other two, as instead of being a strong man, he is a supernatural man who can become invisible with the Wailing Bell. However, being invisible doesn't mean he is invulnerable, because not only can Wraith not attack while cloaked, he can also be stunned by survivors with a pallet, which gives him a lot of pain. So that means Geralt could easily slice Wraith in half, and Wraith wouldn't be able to defend himself. And the invisibility itself is not even that big of a deal, as Geralt has increased senses and hearing, so he would be able to hear the Wraith's breathing from very far away, and if needed, he can always...
Okay, so
The nurse is a bit of a more interesting case, but she can still be easily taken down. She can blink on top of Geralt in order to perform an attack. However, Geralt's increased reflexes would easily allow him to dodge that blink, and it is important to note that canonically, every blink from the nurse causes her severe pain, which is why she screams when doing it. This means...
yeah, it's pretty rough. All right, we gotta. They tried to bring me to Azeroth, so I'm expecting better survivors this time. Not Vecna. Yeah, Vecna's a rough one. The Dracula would be pretty fucking tough too, I think. Unfortunately, we got West Wing. That's not too good, but I gotta go really hit and running. I don't have much of a choice. I'm not gonna be able to play into like a bunch of yeah, they're gonna go straight for it because did they see me? That's the question. What the fuck is this pathing? There's a lot of god pallets I have to get rid of. This isn't gonna be good. He's just gonna camp this other god pallet, I think. I get a hit here most likely, but like that's probably like 2 gens done already. Bolted that faster than I. Alright, so they're back on the main gen. Is this gonna be an exhaustion perk play or no? He makes it to that really strong pallet. He's gonna pre-drop it. Kind of bloodlust this because I can't risk him getting away from here. I pretty much have to down this guy now, and yeah, this game is already over. The survivors are too strong. Bum 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 ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum. I think she makes the pallet, unfortunately. It's a really like unfair pallet. Pretty much playing against like the absolute top level like players this time. They just win every match they play unless it's against like a top tier nurse or Blight. Playing against the map. Yeah, it's a shit map for sure. There's no No combating that one. They both got their helmets off. I was hoping I would intercept them at some point just by chance, but it didn't happen. They got around me. Well, it is what it is. The fate of low tier shitty killers, and now I have somebody with an ego being annoying because they're proud of themselves. Huge shift W, by the way, like, and I don't have any, like, anything to deal with this. I pretty much have to bloodlust it. If I get a helmet on this girl before they pop the last gen, I can at least tunnel her out and get reported. Yeah, they're all on the other side of the universe. They might not pop the last gen. We'll see. They're pretty feisty. They're gonna do like everything they can for me to like lose where she's at. That's easier. Yeah. So they all have to leave as fast as possible now so she has a chance to get hatch. So my job is to basically get rid of this pallet if possible, and then try to play for bloodlust. I need like at least a pallet that's I can get her with tier 3 bloodlust. Potentially on this one. Lorella is very quiet. Like you can't hear her at all. Nah, I need to break it, unfortunately. That's infinite. Bum bum ba-dum. Bum bum ba-dum. She doesn't want me to mori her. The hatch spawns right there all the time. That's why she crawled to that spot, I think. That she just wanted me to kill her, I'm not sure. We'll see though, if these are real comp players, they'll have like at least self-awareness to know that that match was completely unfair bullshit. Pig and Ghostface. Yeah, it's unlucky as hell. Don't even get to like have a chance to really play. The matches are over so fast. I mean, the fucking gen speed there was disgusting. See if we can get an idea of who we even just played against. Multiple bans on record. Love to see it. Shouldn't be allowed to play the game, in my opinion. Russia. Dude, I'm not even joking when I say, like, we could have legitimately possibly played against, like, cheaters both times you've given me builds. Like, I feel like I owe you, like, a free build at this point. Multiple bans on record and back bans, yeah. You know, like, fast gens exist, but, like, holy fucking balls, those gens are fast. If everybody like played against teams like that consistently, I genuinely don't believe anybody would play killer on this game, because it's like, it's not interesting in the slightest. It's so boring. Like, literally the match starts and it's over already. It's like, oh, okay. All right, so we have another chat build. I'm sure you guys are ready to cook it, so unfortunately, this is going to be our last match of the day, though. Rapid Brutality. As it is already about 6 in the morning. Empty slot? Okay, psychopath. No bloodlust for me? Oh my god. That was an insidious move. Yeah, I'll put that loss on. You have to remind me. Mad grip, but yeah, we could save it for next time. Sorry, offering and add-ons? Bro, you called it. That's iridescent page. Thank you, Ray. It's like whoever I play against is gonna be like so convinced that I'm drunk. 2 survivors are gonna spawn with fucking like helmets on. Okay. This is the drunk pig build. Like, holy fucking shit. Alright. Yeah. Pig finally took an L against an absolute sus team, but I think that's fair. I think RPD West was a guaranteed insta loss against that team. I genuinely don't believe there was any way to win that match. RPD just has too many god palettes. It's just god palette into god palette into god palette with enormous like amounts of shift W. There's a 0 counterplay. I actually think it's a worse map than the game. Like, the game has god palettes everywhere, but it's relatively small and you can come from multiple directions. Like RBD, you can only come from one direction, and it's just forces you to chase somebody down a 15-mile long tunnel that has a god palette at the end of it, and there's just 0 gameplay. Yeah, rapid brutality is I think one of those like perks that gets used by people a lot that don't play against like the ultra giga sweats. It could potentially have some value like on like Vecna or killers that have some kind of like speed follow-up to a hit, but it's not good for M1s at all. Alright, let's see how much more of this we can watch.
Just after one blink, the nurse would succumb to her fatigue.
Mint Skull's video
Geralt
again.
would easily slice her up with the swords. The pig is just a junkie that traps people to perform her psycho trials. Geralt would not only avoid being ambushed thanks to his increased senses and ability to hear her breathing from far away, he would also not succumb to any injections she does if she could even touch him, as he has an insane amount of resistance to potions and toxins. Considering how bad her mental state is in the Saw films, Geralt could even convince herself to just die with one cast of the Axii sign. The toxic resistance would also allow Geralt to completely ignore whatever concoction the clown throws at him, so the biggest advantage of this killer is nullified. Just like Trapper and Hillbilly, he is simply a strong man, which Geralt can easily take down. Leatherface is just like the Hillbilly, only worse. Not only is he pathetic at combat,
Pathetic at combat
at all for the Witcher, his mind is easily manipulated, so just like with the pig, he can cast Axii and completely dismantle Leatherface. The Plague is the most interesting enemy from the Easy Stomp category for me, because she's only an easy stomp against a Witcher. The problem of the Plague and what makes her insanely strong is the bubonic plague, so even if you could kill her since she's just a Babylonian priestess, just being in proximity of this killer guarantees that you are dead. But Witchers are built different, with an immune system so strong that they are capable of resisting the bubonic plague. And in the Witcher universe, there are even enemies based on this sickness, called Plague Maidens or Pestas, which are dangerous indeed for a normal human, but just a slight inconvenience for a Witcher. A bunch of teenagers with a dagger is not a problem at all for the Witcher, who has dealt with worse creatures during his life. He could take them all at the same time with a single cast of Igni, or push them all back.
Alright, but what about Ghostface, alright? Can he shoot him?
No chance against Geralt, as not only would his stalking powers be completely useless against his heightened senses,
Ghostface doesn't have a gun.
Ghostface has only gone against unarmed civilians, so a real threat is a problem for him. Ghostface's only advantage is tactical IQ, as by stalking and investigating Geralt, he would know that he is a serious problem that can also do magic spells, so he would probably stay away as much as possible. A bounty hunter versus another bounty hunter. The Deathslinger is canonically shown to be able to defend himself against an armed prisoner back when he was incarcerated in the Hellshire Penitentiary, and he is also shown to be very precise with the harpoon gun, a tool that Geralt would have never seen before. However, this harpoon gun would also be the demise of Slinger, as he has never fought a human who can cast a shield that would tank the harpoon easily.
No, you heard it here first, guys. Like I said, Geralt would kill like everybody on the killer roster, so it's a bit weird. We got Gashaven as well. That's super unlucky. They canceled my map offering. So, are you grateful, Mandy? Amanda's letter, I'm not seeing anything. Two people trying to get their helmets off. Does she use it? Yeah, of course she does. God palette doesn't mean shit to people at this MMR. They're too smart. I know that hit means 1,000,000% more than the palette. Take the pallet. If he DS's me, I tunnel the shit out of him. It's that simple. The funny part is if he doesn't DS me, I know he has an FDS, and then I tunnel the shit out of him. So that's not really a you know, like a threat. It's more just like a stupid thing to say. Hey, Rapid, let's go. Cringe tunneler, tunnel, ring the bell. Ding, 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 tunnel. That Nia couldn't watch this anymore. She was too disgusted. The difference on Dead by Daylight is such a fucking night and day thing, isn't it? Like, it's such a night and day thing. Where you go against 4 good survivors, maybe cheaters. And then you play against this team and it's over at 5 gens. They never had a chance. Obliterated into dust. What? Tunneling is good for your health. I mean, when it works. Oh, this would be such a nice, like, match in the future where I could just down this Claudette and then instantly Warrior, so the match was just over. Abandon everything. There's really no reason not to abandon either. Why would you want to sit around and be Borathon? The empty perk slots carrying. You've got to be cringing me. Come on, come on, come on. Do you really want to drag this out? Like, really? Oh my, Borathon! Borathon! Oh my god, I hate everything about existing. I can't even bloodlust this. Why aren't they DCing? What the fuck? That's why you didn't DC, because you had Unbreakable? Ha 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 ha. Ah, that was a good try. I'm glazing myself. She's going for the hatch, guys. She's lost her mind. I'll never get bloodlust. Therefore, the only outcome of this is that we loop this for all of eternity. Coward! Claude bot, not the Claude bot. Uh-oh. I think we have a shit talk situation. Let's see what's going on here. Morons on Survivor with one convolution in All Are You Grateful, Mandy. Okay. Somebody doesn't like Mandy, I guess. Weird. Claude had left behind, legend. Wonder if I could have beat Knight with that one, like some of these teams tonight. I think the one I could have for sure, but not the RVD one. I don't know. I feel like that was a completely unwinnable match, honestly. Like completely unwinnable. Alright, so we have successfully played 9 matches with each killer. Pig is taking a lead. I think that the next one will probably be the conclusion, so if Ghostface doesn't start picking it up, it looks like he's gonna move on in the gutter tier bracket and Pig is gonna leave it. Boop, 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 boop. One more paid match? What do you have in mind, Zug? What do you have in mind? Welcome back, Hugo. You had my attention, but now you have my curiosity. Or wait, I said that backwards, damn. Viewers want perkless add-on-less trapper. Oh boy. Well, I mean, I do have my diaper on, so I guess we can do it. Let's fasten it, boys. What skin do we want, huh? Yeah. Should we use the free skin? I don't have Naughty Bear, but I think it's on sale, right? The crowd asks, they get. Much appreciated for the 10. I will do everything in my power to not get gutter tiered out of existence.
Zug Zug Super Cringe $10. The crowd asks, they get.
If I use the default skin, do you think I should? What the heck is going on? Why is this game so hard? No perks and no add-ons. Base skin trapper with frosty eyes.
Geralt would also be able to dodge the gun without Quen, which would leave Slinger as a completely useless old man who has to walk with a limp. There is nothing he can do to beat Geralt.
That was cool.
Funnily enough, even if a peasant could be a problem for Geralt, as those book readers will know,
Yeah, it's true. Frosty eyes is looking kind of weird on Unreal Engine 5, huh?
Down by Geralt. Victor might seem like a problem, but remember that canonically, even survivors can completely disintegrate Victor with a single kick. If Dwight can do it, Geralt can easily take both at the same time. The Trickster, just like Ghostface, has only taken the lives of innocent civilians, so Geralt could easily dodge every single knife and also take Trickster down with any spell. The Trickster's ego would also be his demise, as he would think that he is above Geralt and he would try to deceive him, but Geralt could easily deduce that Trickster is not just an ordinary K-pop star. While Geralt might not understand what the heck drones are, he could deduce that they are some sort of construct which can be taken down with a crossbow bolt, igni, or art, removing the Skull Merchant's ability to track him. In terms of physical strength, Scully is a strong woman, but she is no match for the Witcher. Just like Trickster and Ghostface, she has only gone against civilians. The biggest advantage Chucky has over his enemies is the fact that normal people would not expect a doll to just charge at you with a knife. Geralt, on the other hand, would easily know that something is wrong with this doll, as his medallion and Witcher senses
200 wins in a row on Trapper, huh?
Ambush surprise option
I'd have to see what build he was using. I'm sure he was just basically super efficiently hard tunneling every match, though, no?
And then slice him with a
That's usually what happens when I watch win streaks. It's like super efficient hard tunneling.
Or just kick him in the face. The Houndmaster is a pirate
where they don't even use the power much.
We do know that she was able to take down a lot
Mud
of
Pump
other
is kind of nuts, so maybe he did something different than that.
Once again, they were just normal people with a sword at most. Houndmaster and Snug had never gone against a superhuman with super strength, insane reflexes allowing him to dodge Snug's bites, and magic spells like Art that would disorient Snug completely. Axie could also be used against Houndmaster in order to prevent her from communicating with Snug easily, leaving her in a 1 vs 1 situation. This might surprise a lot of you, but William Afton goes after children for a reason. He is a pathetic middle-aged man who can do no better than chase innocent kids, and considering his
that was Smack Talk. What the wrong one. That was the mini screen for Xbox. Look at my frosty eyes. They look kind of cool, but like, yeah, it's definitely not what it used to look like. 3 toolboxes, by the way. Yeah. I'm gonna get Gen Rush out of existence, bro. Out of existence. Oh no. I have like a super old offering. I don't think so. Everything's been retired that's old. I wonder if, like, with Rick and Michonne being added to Dead by Daylight, if they're finally going to be like the first survivors that potentially bring a perk into the game that allows you to, like, I don't know, like, do some damage to the killer outside of, like, decisive strike, you know, like kill it. Like, could they be the first ones to kill the killer? Probably not. I don't think Behavior will ever put that in the game. But they're very aggressive survivors, so you're gonna have to assume they're gonna be doing something pretty hardcore. Yeah, maybe Rick's Magnum, like you can shoot. I don't have time to fuck around with those toolboxes in play. There's like no grass on this map either. Sprint burst as well? No. Surprising. This guy's got it. I don't want to stay here. Oh, dude is healed already? Holy shit. Let's see what happens next. Cringe. These always look like dead Neos to me, these bodies. Fast unhook isn't necessarily the worst thing ever. This guy might be our ticket to having a chance to win this. No way. Very altruistic, huh? Sorry, Blair. Just wasn't your day, brother. What the hell? Someone was here. How are they healing themselves so fucking quick every time? I like break chains of them and they're like instantly healed again. I don't know what that is. Odd though. Jesus, so that's what it was. They were just all grouped up together. What are you, a bot? How the fuck are you buying me like that? You did that with live too, that's really nasty. But I'm getting bloodlust now, so I will be able to hit you at least once for free. Dude, he's healed again. What the fuck is it? That's gotta be comms, right? They're just calling it out and doing like giga heals. Like the only thing I can like think. I'm gonna get bloodlust again soon. So other girl's got some like disgusting healing build. This here. Catch someone off guard. All the maps are so insanely bright nowadays, like kind of crazy how bright they all are. We see Jill. We just need to see Yennefer, or Katifer, whatever her name is. Alright, they're both over here. Well, we know what her plan's gonna be. The question is how much of a head start does she have? The important thing is that we get the trade. We don't want them both up at the same time. Nice. Somehow, some way. Tunneler Trapper wins the game. Probably make sure she doesn't Kobe. Okay. Just the frosty eyes. Jajij.
Fuck is that?
Goat. Much appreciated, Zug.
Hey, don't fucking look at me like that. That's a weird looking fucking cat.
Zug Zug Super Cringe $5. 4K on first go on Perkless Adamless Trapper. Goat.
We didn't get any traps, unfortunately. This guy says question mark like an asshole. What the fuck? This tunneling? The guy waited the whole game out of salt. No. I don't know what this guy's on about, but yeah. He's new, so he doesn't know. True. Just, oh. It was Polish. I got to watch a little bit of Ghostface, but I need to do more. Alrighty, guys. That was fun. Much appreciated for hanging out tonight. Thanks for the commitments, the recommitments, the raids, the build requests, the chat build requests. Good times. A little bit of salt here and there. I did call a team fatherless out of rage. That did happen. But yeah. Much appreciated for hanging out tonight. And have a good rest of your morning, night, or day, depending on what part of the planet you live on. Alrighty. Peace.